Hello everyone, salutations, good morning, greetings, whatever. If I don't get a chance to watch it in the morning, then I'll record it and watch it when I get home. It's called Al Sharpton Sharp Talk. I think Al Sharpton is a great man. He has issues like everybody else. And I feel like this, if you're going to complain about him, to get out there and do something better. If not, then shut it down. But anyway, Al Sharpton is not the topic. The topic is about role models. I watched it this morning, and they were talking about role models. And they were talking about, specifically about role models in the black community, and how we look up to certain people when we should be looking at the people at home. And I totally agree. As a mother of two, I have a son and a daughter. I've said that plenty of times, but for those who don't know, I have a son and a daughter. And I'm their role model. My father is their role model. Their godmother is their role model. I won't say necessarily that siblings. My siblings are their role model. But there's something that you could take from everybody, whether they're doing the right thing, as far as like, some of us, you know, nobody's perfect, so we all don't walk a straight path. I don't care if you're a Christian. I don't care what kind of religion you practice. I don't care if you are a pastor of a big behind church. Everybody is not perfect. What I'm saying is, to sum it up, because you know I'm long-winded sometimes, stop looking to other people to raise your kids. Now, I'll agree. I'll be the first to raise my hand when somebody says, how do you feel about hip-hop music and we're in the state that it's in now? I could go on all day about it. Because it's not, to me, it's not in a good state. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm mad at them because they're not good role models for my kids. What the hell I need to look for somebody else to be a good role model for my child for? When I'm home, keyword, your child. Your child. Not theirs, but yours. I don't care if it was their uncle that was out there rapping. That's still not his child. It's your child. It's your responsibility as a parent to make sure your child has positive role models around them constantly. It's your job as a parent to denounce anybody that they look at as a role model with the quickness. I'm talking about if they looking at a rapper and you know, and they know too, that that rapper is not saying the right things, cut it. Cut it short. Look, that's not a role model. You know, a role model doesn't do this, they don't do that. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I'm my kid's role model. Like I said, I named a list of people that are my kid's role model, and it's not a lot. And that has nothing to do with us being black or anything like that. It's just that it's what I tell my kids. You know, if I feel like they're too into somebody and I ask them, you know, why you like that person? I want to know. And I want to hear what they got to say. And if they sound like a bunch of idiots, you know, if my kids sound like a bunch of idiots, I'll be like, man, you know that don't sound right. You know, listen to what you're saying and tell me if that sounds right. And we'll talk about it. That's one thing I talk to my kids. I communicate to my kids. And I pray to God that they come out decent. I pray to God that they come out as close to perfect as they can get. But that's not guaranteed to me. But I always say I can try my best. And I know I'm trying my best to do the right thing and expose my children to the right things. And they can choose the other way. But that's on them. At least I know for a fact that I did my best. Because you have some parents out there, oh girl, he a crackhead now. She out there selling her body. And I don't know, I did my best. And you know you did not do your best. You know you didn't. You know when they was like 5 years old, you wasn't paying them no attention because you was too busy on top of some men. You know at 5 years old that you didn't, you know when your child was 5 years old, you didn't do your best because you was just too busy in a relationship or too busy smoking crack yourself. So, I mean, we got to take more responsibility for our kids. And if a rapper or an athlete is your kid's role model, you got a problem. I'm saying there are good people out there, but I don't look to nobody to raise my kids, and I don't look to nobody to tell my kids right or wrong. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You have to start sitting down with your kids and talking to them. You got to watch different things with your kids. You got to know and see what they watching. You got to let them know that they can't watch certain stuff. I got people that tell me, oh my God, you don't let your kids watch The Family Guy? Are you crazy? Have you seen The Family Guy? No. Why? Oh, you sheltering them. No, I'm not sheltering them, honey. Because if you see yours and see mine, you'll see just why I don't let them watch The Family Guy. Because if I haven't talked to my kids about certain things, or what have you, then when I'm going to let them watch TV and let TV explain to them what sex is as far as the act of it, or what Family Guy is out of control. Family Guy is an adult cartoon, for those who don't know. That is not for children to watch, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But when your daughter come home pregnant, because she watching Family Guy, and she seen something that you didn't talk to her about, you're going to have a problem. So, we need to start taking more responsibility for our kids and our kids' actions. Because like I tell my kids every day, and I mean it, I tell them every day, remember, when you at school, you're not only representing yourself, you representing your family. Remember that. Everybody can say, well, if he become a murderer or she become a murderer, that's on them. And, it may be just on them. And we did a video before about that. But in retrospect, you still attached to them. They're going to come to you as a mother and say, what happened? Anything happened in their life that they did this? Give me a break. Take more responsibility for your kids. Raise your kids. And stop blaming everybody else for your kids being destructive or making the wrong decisions. That's your responsibility. No one else's. Y'all have a good day, because my throat hurt.